Hello and welcome back to the AI Advantage, a series of video podcasts where we explore how companies create and sustain a competitive AI advantage. My name is Tom Dissing. I'm the founder and managing director of Technology Connect, a Sydney, Australia-based advisory firm helping companies use AI to drive business value. And today, I'm joined by my co-host, Martin Stubbs-Race, who is also an expert in helping companies drive business value from AI. So welcome, Martin.
Thanks, Tom. Great to be here.
In episode 1 of the AI Advantage series, we explored what AI Advantage really means, why it evaporates quickly when it's based only on tools, and how the AI Studio and AI Factory form a compounding innovation flywheel that drives business value. Today, we're moving into strategy, specifically how to design an AI strategy that wins in the real world.
So, Tom, this is where strategy meets operating reality, right?
Yes, and the key idea for today is that AI should not follow your strategy. It should reshape it. Most organizations try to fit AI into their existing business model, but AI changes cost structures, workflows, cycle times, value delivery. If we simply add AI to what already exists, we miss the structural advantage.
So we're saying AI is not an add-on, it's a strategic design input.
Traditional strategy assumes slow-moving conditions, stable competitive advantage, but AI changes the pace of learning. The competitor who learns faster, redesigns workflows faster, using AI compounds their advantage faster. Strategy now needs to account for learning speed, not just market positioning.
That implies AI strategy is less about technology and more about how the business actually works.
Every business model has 3 core elements: how value is created, how value is delivered, and how value is captured. AI influences all 3, often in ways that require rethinking the business model itself. So the question isn't, where can we use AI? The question is, how should we operate differently because AI exists?
Let's give leaders a practical way to answer that question.
There are, of course, many permutations of strategic positioning emerging, but for simplicity, let's focus on 3 of them. So the first one is AI optimized operator. So the same business model, dramatically lower costs and cycle times. The second one is AI augmented experience player. So this is new forms of speed, personalization, and insight. And the third one is AI native business, where new business models that weren't viable before AI comes into play. Now, leaders need to intentionally choose which ones they're building towards.
Let's make that real with examples leaders would recognise.
In the Australian wealth management and superannuation sector, most organizations currently pursue the AI optimized operator position. Companies are using AI to increase advisor leverage, improve compliance, and speed turnaround. But strategic opportunity is to evolve into an AI augmented experience player, where advice experience becomes personalized, proactive, and interactive, all at scale. Another example is in the Australian banking sector, where traditional banks are all primarily pursuing the AI optimized operator strategy as well. Take CBA as an example. Arguably, they are the most sophisticated AI operator in the Australian banking industry today. They appear to have leadership in fraud and scam detection and other areas. But this strategic positioning means that there is an opening for big tech, for example, Apple Pay, to own the customer relationship and experience layer, because they don't want to be a traditional bank that takes deposits. This also requires a banking license in Australia. They want to own the customer relationship. So the risk to the traditional banks is that they become the most efficient banking utility in the world, where efficiency no longer wins the customer relationship. Big tech doesn't want to be a bank. They want to be the interface to banking. And if traditional banks don't move beyond optimized operator economics into AI augmented experience leadership, they may lose the most valuable real estate in financial services, the customer relationship itself.
And some financial institutions are already experimenting in that direction, right?
In banking, early AI automation focused on analyst tasks and document handling. But the strategic leap is into dynamic risk decisioning, where lending decisions evolve continuously based on real-time signals, not fixed models. So when banks shift from batch decisioning to adaptive decisioning, they aren't just automating workflows, they're changing the operating model of the bank. Adaptive decisioning can make a bank radically more efficient. That's the optimized operator play. But the real power is when adaptive decisioning transforms the customer experience. So instant approvals, personalized risks, contextual offers. That's when the bank moves into the experience player strategy. Today in Australia, most banks still use adaptive AI for internal efficiency. The opportunity is to use it for customer value creation.
So, Tom, strategy requires understanding what AI makes newly possible, not just what it can optimize.
A strategy must link to value, not just activities. So the core value levers are revenue growth, cost to serve reduction, cycle time or speed of delivery, risk and compliance, quality. If an AI investment doesn't clearly move the needle on any of these, it's likely just activity, not a strategy.
And this helps leaders avoid chasing shiny use cases.
The way I approach this is to think of AI strategy across three horizons. Year one is about standing up capability. This is where the AI studio gets established, the workflows are mapped, literacy uplifts, the first meaningful wins. Year two is all about scale patterns. AI factory becomes operational, platform integration, governance and data patterns are standardized. And year three is redesign the value delivery. So this is where new service models, new pricing and margin structures, new competitive positioning can take place. AI strategy is not a project roadmap, it's a capability runway.
And this is how we turn AI from experimentation into advantage.
Yes, there are some common pitfalls that leaders often stumble by. So treating AI as an IT initiative, running isolated pilots with no or limited scaling capability, a path, starting with use cases instead of workflows, waiting for the perfect data instead of designing learning loops. The key is progress, not perfection.
So, how does a leader begin practically tomorrow?
Choose one workflow tied to measurable value. Redesign how work is done using generative agentic AI. Measure cycle time, efforts, costs, quality uplifts before and after, of course. And feed that work into the AI factory for acceleration and scaling. In summary, start small, move quickly, learn publicly.
And this reinforces the compounding AI advantage loop we discussed in episode 1.
That's right. An AI strategy shouldn't be about chasing tools or waiting for vendor product updates. It should reshape how an organization creates and delivers value. So, in closing off this episode of the AI Advantage series, if this is a conversation you'd like to explore in more detail, there's a link below to schedule time with me. Just click and select the time that works for you. Best part of that, it's free. And if you're watching on YouTube, please comment, like, and subscribe. It helps this video podcast reach more AI leaders navigating the same challenges and shifts.
Great conversation, Tom. Looking forward to episode 3, where we go inside real workflow redesign. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Martin.